Bro, so they'll go look at some new player designs that they've added to Ashes of the Empire.
Oh.
So go make sure it's the player colors. The first one is the Ranger. It was made by Aegis, but from what I know, these designs were part of a bounty, but you were supposed to use, you know, the prefabs for them. Now my question is, rip prefab. Now my question is, if you have a tank and prefab, like, isn't that redundant? Like, why not have one or the other? Like, one of them will end up redundant. If something, you just pick up the finished craft and work from there. But this is like they're the same whole. So like, why would you bother having like a prefab and, you know, a finished design? Plus the prefab also doesn't come with the new plates. So this design is new, bros. This is the mega new design. Let's spawn it in properly. Alright, so first things first, it's RTG powered. And look at this ammo. Chat, do we need this much ammo for this craft, chat?
Of course.
Yeah, we need it for the fictional, you know, fictional weaponry that's on the craft, you know. Plus, like, we're assuming that a new player is supposed to pick up those designs, learn from them, and use them. Then why is this not only a combat vehicle with way more ammo than it needs to, but it's also RTG powered? Who here knows the problem with RTG powered main battle crafts is that they're expensive, they can die to EMP, and well, you know, it's mostly like recommended that you only use RTG on like non-combat units. So this is like, look at how much space this takes for this little engine power. Like, when you can have like 3 pieces of engine like this. Look at this. This is just an example. Boom. This would make like double the power of all of that RTG, and guess what? You won't even need a fuel box for this. Like, why bother with RTGs, by the way? Like, nobody asked for RTGs. Was that a bounty thing? That's such a bad idea, by the way, to have RTG powered battlecrafts.
Also, you need batteries separate for it.
Yeah, batteries. If the batteries die, it's over. And like, it's pretty bad. Plus, they only added combat vehicles. So, like, they didn't add any cargo vehicles, which should have been useful for a, you know, new player. But I guess nah, only combat matters in this game, you know?
I'd say that giving a new player cargo vehicle would be even more important than giving him a combat vehicle.
Yeah, because they can just get rid of they can just get rid of all the cargo and put their guns on it.
Yeah. I mean that too, but more of you can go straight into combat and not bother doing logistic vehicles if you do not want to.
Yeah, because logistic vehicles are kinda boring to make.
We're gonna do a decope check.
Yeah.
The drop a button. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, how did they manage to decope even the player designs? Like, how did they manage to do that? Yeah, so for example, this log here, it doesn't even need to be decoed. Like, why did they decode this? This is just... What's the difference, chat? What's the difference? What's the difference? I don't see the difference. I don't see a difference. Like, why did they decope that?
Cope.
Cope. And look at that. Look at how ugly the mantlet is. Like, assuming over 4 people worked on this, right? So we have a person that worked on the hull, which is the prefab. We have a person that worked on, you know, the build. And then we had Key Carson, who apparently improved. Key Carson and who else was it? Quarry, I think. Who improved the designs. And Key Carson is literally 7K in hours, by the way. He has more hours than me. He's in the top 10 of playtime. Like, you're telling me 4 people... It took 4 people to make this, chat. Plus the build has to go through a Kato. And the build then has to go through ABA. Also known as Mike.
I think it took half of people. Like just
it took half the people to make this? Took half the people to
like,
decode
not
this?
Not a single person, just like...
Like
that's a 5-minute build.
For example, let's just take, like even if we take one person, right? Let's take Carson, right? If he has 7K hours, why did he bother adding, like, making the craft RTG powered? While the craft, you know, it's a combat craft, so RTG will not be efficient. If the craft runs out of ammo, it can't shoot. It does have clips, but you know, after that it can only move. Like, the RTG here does not make any sense, by the way. Like, it doesn't pack any, like, pack to have, like, free pack shots or something crazy like that. No, it's just RTG powered just to move. And it has giga ammo boxes at the back. It has nuclear levels of ammo boxes at the back. Also, look at this detection. Look at this detection, chat. How much can you...
Bottle detection tuning anything.
No. Not many people know how to take, you know, the detection tuning.
Yeah, but...
So,
yeah, where's the snooper?
No trackers. This thing will miss a building. It will miss a building, by the way, with this detection. And there's also, see this block over here? If an enemy is like in that direction, he can't see. So like, damn. Check out this shell, chat. Let's see, what millimeter is this? 60 millimeter. Sable head.
Wait,
look at this propellant. What the heck is going on here?
If the gun is 60mm, why someone set the shell gauge for the shell statistics to 90?
Was the gun changed at one point and nobody like...
I think so.
This craft must have went through 5 people. None of them bothered to fix any of this. Were the designs rushed? Then why did they get through? Why were they added to the game, like in this condition? By the way, can this shell even do anything?
Do not spot Steel Empire. That's a bit too high. Let's see if it can defeat the water threat.
Hold on. We can see the bell. They have a lot of mail. I mean, Onyx watched it too. Chat, is that a good shell, chat? Can you know this crafter probably can't even beat a copperhead? Let's confirm. Let's confirm that.
They're meant to be cannon fodder.
Just make sure
they're meant to be
perfect detection.
Let me check on the detection, by the way. Does it even have an inter-vehicle transmitter? It can't even tell other vehicles their detection, even though they kind of don't have any detection. They don't even have a wireless snooper. They don't even have a wireless snooper. A new player would play around with this and wonder why is their gun missing all the time. Made this game so bad. Why? I mean, they could like go down the route of manually aiming, but why would you manually aim with the gun this week? By the way,
why would you manually aim a vehicle that costs like 7K?
Yeah.
Can it even move? Is it too low to the floor? Chat, it can't move, chat. Oh, that was a detection failure. Picking up speed. Yeah, see, it's having detection failures because it's failing to detect the copperhead. Yeah, chat. New player vehicle, by the way.
It's new player friendly.
Yeah, new player friendly. Let's check on that hit rate. Look at that. 13% hit rate. Yeah, boys.
At what distance? Okay.
It's meant to show them that their designs aren't that bad.
I mean, that's even somewhat fast shell, not some chemical thing.
That is just wild. At
Uh,
least they
Kevin,
can beat the cope hit.
Kevin.
Whoa.
Minor correction: visual cameras can see through blocks if their sightlines aren't obstructed.
But they
according to the
up here,
camera itself.
this obstruction I was talking about.
Look at the screenshot. It's clearly seeing through an obstruction. I sent a screenshot.
Oh really? Is that not just another vehicle, or is that? Don't
there
think
are
that's
two
right.
vehicles alive in that screenshot.
I don't think that's right. I don't think you should be doing that.
Yeah, I don't agree with it either. It breaks the laws of physics, but that's how it works.
That's where all of the tech went.
Oh, the what went?
The tech, the technology.
The technology. Yeah, in the camera. 31 decos just for this.
Why they bothered decoying the machine gun on the top too instead of getting a simple
Like they could
weapon
have,
there?
they could have added a actual simple weapon to it because this
kind
is
of the
already
same.
on a local weapon controller. Yeah, the new player will think, oh hey, look, a gun on top, let's go. And then the gun don't do
Then they
nothing.
would cry.
I mean, turret armor is, you know, if that detection piece is lost, like you can't see, it's blind. So there's also this ricochet part here. It's a whole gap in there. So
Not even a ricochet, just a frag shell.
also look at the recoil and absorption on this gun.
Slightly excessive.
They couldn't even make the gun like proper, by the way. Was it like rushed? What happened here? They give this to a new player, by the way. New player will see this is like, oh, this is the best shell I've ever seen, and then continue to play with it, and then wonder why they're losing the campaign to Depart Guard. Also, the player, if the player's up here, you know, like the player Rambot can die. So
Yeah, they will.
like an explosion,
least
an
the
explosion
Rambot's
right
optional now.
on this block, by the way, would just kill Rambot.
Bro,
I think.
Rambot is stronger than the tank.
Yeah, sure.
The tank will die before Rambot does. And Rambot, unironically does more damage than the tank.
That is if she
And
gets
it's more
close, bro.
accurate.
Like the hard block, hard. Where is it? Where's bro?
I don't. Does
Hearthstone, yeah, Hearthstone.
Does Ashes even. Well, I don't think
Adventure.
Ashes, restricts that though. On
Only an adventure. There's a full empty block here. A full on empty block here, chat. They could have added like a battery there. Is it really like we didn't accidentally mess up with it, did we? There's no way, right? Like what? It's an empty block. Also, why does it have two chairs? Look at this design, by the way. Two chairs, and one on the turret, like a vehicle controller. Wait, let me get this tree out of the way. Let me do the block search feature. Alright? Goldminer, do you need the two vehicle controllers to control a
You
craft?
tell me they bothered to put two vehicle controllers, but not more than a single detection piece.
What about chair?
Interior.
What about chair? Oh, we have two chairs! Damn, great!
It's for multiplayer.
Yeah, true. Like anybody, like two players would be on this tank ever.
Realistic. Realistic, yes. LeBron James.
Are there any other new vehicles to dunk on?
Yeah, this is just a warm up.
Oh.
Fire, like they only have one fire control. By the way, like you don't even need one of those. Like a Rampart can be anywhere on this tank and control that main gun. Like, I don't think this is necessary at all. Like, you could just... They've wasted so much space and added even, like, a bunch of RTGs. This craft would have costed, like, 5k. With more detection included, by the way. Like, this
Heavy
is...
armor.
7k hours, by the way. We know for a fact that a 7k hour player worked on this. Also, we're not even at the top. We're not even like, you know, we've only tipped the iceberg right here. So let me show y'all some. What pathfinding is this? Zombie, can you read what's on the screen right now?
On what?
I forgot about that.
Pathfinding. On water. Avoid other ships. Max altitude 50. You know what this means for tanks? If there's
won't go on that
perfectly
hill.
flat terrain, they won't be able to move. And look at this water depth requirement. It's so high up, the craft actually ignores it. Like, once it triggers, the craft actually ignores it.
You know, Kevin, I think one thing makes sense here.
What?
Walkies are making those tanks, and they made a trans tank that thinks it's a fucking boat.
It's identifying as a boat, chat. It identifies as a boat. Let me spot it next to water. Let me see if it will actually do a funny. Look at this pathfinding. It triggered. Yes, chat.
for the
We
ocean.
do want to go this way. Yeah.
People decided to go fishing.
I mean, it's doing. Hey, it's doing what
He's
it
the
was told
wise
to do.
sponsor of the lake.
It's pathfinding on water. What can you say, man? It's doing its
The
job.
sponsor of the lake.
Realistic thing. Trans tank wants to itself.
Aye, bro. That's a bit too. Because of the Dauntless. The truck. Get rid of the waypoints. Alright, chat, what do we think about this truck?
It looks cool.
Zombie,
What
what
is
do you
that?
think? Get all that,
Kinda
Robert.
like
Look
it in
alright.
terms of visuals. But that is decope.
Well,
Why he
you're
move
ready for
forward?
the jump
Not
button?
splat.
77 decos. How does it look now, chat?
Oh, okay.
Could be worse, but it could be also good, for example.
Some things I just don't. They don't need
It
to be decoped.
resembles.
They just don't need to be decoped. Like, it's just wild. Look at this. Like, even the back here's got the decopes. Look at that. Where did the barrels go, chat?
They didn't even bother making that logs or something.
They didn't.
For actual.
Let's look at the interiors. Ah, yes. The Mario piping.
Pipe.
Mario
Yeah, it
pipe.
has more piping than the aid. More piping
Hey,
than
look, a
engine.
surge protector. Hey, look. It's surrounded in
You should have
stone.
an-
Literally surrounded in stone.
It should have been
While the
RPG.
eye surrounded in metal. Let's go, chat. Let's protect our surge protectors, but not our eye. We don't need that. Where we go? Hey, look, heavy armor at the front.
Ooh.
Got that heavy armor. Could have used this. Oh no, there's a
Is
roll bar
this
there.
even set to
Front side. Yeah, this is the front
Yeah.
sider. No?
oof, at least. Wait. Did they give it a hover maneuver so it actually front side?
Well, none of those have hover maneuver, so they'll just
Nice
just
front
expose
side
their
you got
back.
there. Why it's
I mean,
pointing its back at me?
granted, it does come with the advantage of avoiding water. At the downside of not hovering, and granted, Sean would have probably yelled at them for not using this behavior, even though you know, it hovers what every good tank builder uses. I mean, 2 chairs here make sense because one's for the aesthetics, I guess.
Yeah, and it's on the outside. It's not reducing internal volume for important stuff. It's alright.
Just drop a button because you never know what you miss. Like, did they use stone here? What?
Are the wheels tuned?
A
At all?
cylinder has a problem. Is it because the game's paused? Because the game's paused. What did you say about the wheels?
Are they tuned up? No, okay, no. One forward friction.
No, like they don't know how to do wheel tuning. This is not even a. The front wheels don't even turn. Like this is. Oh, look at this craft movement. Look at its movement, chat. Wow. Ah, yes.
This is worse quality assurance than I've seen in TPD, and those crafts were made in hours.
Yeah.
This took weeks.
Over. We know for a fact over 4 players looked over this, by the way, and this is what we get. This is what we get, chat. The craft doesn't
You
even
know,
turn.
I think that the tech advancement in Africa during Middle Ages was faster than this thing moving.
Hey, guys, at least it has detection. Applause. GG.
Bro, if my military gave me that to go into battle, I would bayonet charge instead.
Why did they not add a piece of detection up here, chat? Look, they used
That would look a bit more uglier, I think.
laser rangefinders, right? Which is the best rangefinder in the game. But it just get destroyed by smoke, right? Which makes it look at the GPP requirement. They could have literally just added the tracker here to make it like even, right? But they
Well,
didn't.
technically, bigger coincidences are slightly more accurate than laser rangefinders.
Again,
but
look
they
at the
take way
recoil.
more space.
Look at the recoil. It's half again, right? Was it half last
Yeah.
time?
I think it had 50% more than it needed. Now it's almost straight up to time. Almost, but still.
This will stop shooting and then will stop to miss.
I guess it's not that bad. At least it doesn't have excess absorption.
This is a player
What?
camera. You're supposed to use it with this.
Wait,
Does
this
it
was
even work
supposed to fire
anymore?
At 700 meters, right?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah, whatever with that absorption.
Is it
Okay.
making progress, chat? Is it moving to the waypoint? Damn. We'll go finish this episode and it's still gonna be moving to the waypoint. Now all this rubber here I'm guessing is for you know, terrain issues, but it's so slow that I don't think you will ever run into terrain problems. What about the back?
Terrain problems, you
They
have to run
they
fast.
have, look at all this rubber at the front, right? So they protect against the rain. Meanwhile, the back, look at this ladder. This starts to backpedal. Does it backpedal? It does backpedal. You know what will happen if it runs into a hill? Yeah, that's right, it'll collide. So they thought at the front, but at the back, nah. It won't happen. Also, they didn't even make this a whole pipe. I know there was a deco there, but like this has more armor, chat. More quality, man. Where's that at? So unironically, I don't think it even needs the radiator there.
Kevin, could you check something quickly for me?
Yeah.
What's fire resistance of alloy plates in your version of the game?
Same as the. I mean,
As the metal plates?
They have.
They still didn't bother.
Yeah, they did.
Look at the
bother.
alloy block fire resistance. Yeah, bruh.
Fire resistance is 40, while the one normal block is. I mean, they say that the plates are only for aesthetics anyway. Even though they take away
No,
from your block
yeah,
HP,
can be useful.
you know, when you do use them. So
They can
it's a
be
double-edged
useful, though.
sword, you know. Look, they don't need this radiator here. Oh, maybe just for this guy. If this guy wasn't here, why do they need so much engine power? It doesn't even have a shield or nothing. Hey, special thanks to Key, Carson, and Quarry. Yeah, I'm sure they did a good job with this craft.
Wait, they did that job at all?
7k hours, by the way. HE head in ashes.
Okay.
Now, if the player doesn't change this, the player auto loses. But I guess even against Deepwater Guard, like if they need the player faction to fight the Deepwater Guard, they fail. This will fail, like instantly. By the way, and it's so little. Like, let me check the gauge. Right, it's so little
Why
HE
is there
damage.
so much gunpowder in it?
Like, even AP head
Light
would be a
speed
good option
AP
here.
head.
Yeah, where's the AP head? Look at the velocity. GG.
They want to make a railgun without the rails.
They wanted to make an AP.
Did they bother with the
Halo
cards?
without
No, cards are default. This is just default. At least it got the snooper. Let's check out the path avoiding. Hey, it's land, but for some reason it's 40 meters above water, chat. This doesn't do anything, by the way. This will not do anything. It will just increase the altitude of the waypoint, but the waypoint will still get planted where it does get planted. 50 turn circle. This turn circle should be up here. Seems legit, chat. Look at this
That's
depth
optimistic,
requirement. This tank will just auto drive into water anyway.
Better than the tiny tank.
Wow, chat. That's a fast craft. Bro,
Leave it there for the rest of the video and we see if it reaches the waypoint by the end, okay?
I'm sure it will reach the waypoint if it can turn. Like, I'm sure at speed it could turn.
Incredible.
Wild.
It's learning. It's growing.
Like, they used these big wheels even use. Oh, look at that, chat. They limited the output
Okay.
of the wheels. It's like, what did they think? Oh no, the player will not use all the super excess engine power that they already have. Like with the shell, like even if you have, if you go like this route, right? You will not only require less like recoil absorbers, but your gun will be better. Like they couldn't over 7k hour player. Check this out, by the way. Like over a 7k hour player edited this craft. Not the Knights next. Get rid of this.
Ooh, it looks cool.
It's a Shepherd.
Sherman.
No, Sherman. American Chad, look at that suspension.
Ouch.
Chad,
Oh, block me.
does
I'm
this
not
hurt all
American,
my
but I am
American?
being offended.
Does this hurt all my American friends looking at this build?
It looks so ugly. This suspension.
I thought it
Logs-
was a French
Actually,
tank.
they're not being kind of
Logs
special better.
again. This time, like, what's happening here, bros?
There's
Bros.
the plane.
Like same decos. It's the same decos, by the way.
They put almost no effort into those crafts.
Was it rushed? Get a good spawn. Look,
Kevin, pull up Alphalius screenshot later
like,
in the editing.
Like those things can be
Yeah.
made in an hour, I think.
Alpharius showed the rules of the steel Sherman next to the ashes of the Empire Sherman. And again, this is modeled after a prefab, right? Why bother having a prefab in the first place?
Ah, yeah,
okay.
they still have no protection in the prefab.
No, no comment about the prefab. So again, look, log deco. Log deco. Somehow the log here is higher effort. Fuel. Like radiator. Well, I mean it's a battery model, but it's used as a radiator. But this one has a ladder, chat. So surely it must be unique, right? Literally like same deco ideas.
I just noticed that ERA placement on the side. What the heck? No, I don't mean
No.
turret. That's the clipping, but whatever.
I don't think these are real blocks. Oh, they are real blocks. Like there
But
are.
why leave gaps in between?
What did you say?
Why leave gaps in between? It doesn't even look good.
No comment.
It just straight up makes it almost useless.
The Z fighting. Enable the. Like what are those supposed to be? They're just semi-stripes. Look at this, it's
Fat ass.
1 block, 2 blocks, 1 block. Now presumably they did this for the paint at the cost of meta. Look at how strong is a 1 meter slope compared to a beam slope, chat. Like, the prefab doesn't do this. Let me pull up the prefab. Pulling up the prefab
So
right
they
now.
do this for painting
Look, the prefab doesn't have
instead
this
of
issue.
decoing it while decopying all the other stuff.
The prefab doesn't have this issue. Look, it's full, it's proper built. Like, well, this sacrifices it for the paint, which, you know, default players like new accounts don't even start with the fleets. They spawn like this. Some people might even still have this.
Sadly, their empire has collapsed. Soviet is more cooler.
Sadly,
Ship.
are you saying that you're a communist?
No?
Heavy metal music
Siya
starts.
kaya
Sadly,
oge
it's a very
wag
interesting choice of
Chicho
words.
Mintaya Zumause Donge Halan na open Ying Shin Chile Jalimi Nan Tangsha Sime de Honge
Camo
I'm
used,
not
by
a
the way,
Chinese
chat.
spy.
They bothered to use camo, but you know. Okay. Like they used camo, but like let me do this instead. Chat, do you see the difference?
Yeah. Very, very, very
What
small
about on
texture
white?
change.
Wow! Wow! They didn't even use this paint. What about black? Does it make a difference? So they added camo for literally like that you can't even see, by the way. If you remove this, that no difference. 0 difference, by the way. What the heck is going on here? Damn! Mushed rangefinder, chat. They mushed, bro. Look at this detection. Is this good detection, chat? Can this detect a building? The same
Maybe if
gun
it's
deco.
standing right next to it.
Even the same gun deco, by the way. Did they run out of deco budget? Like did they this is where did all their budget went? Like in the ERA? Let's do the drop a button. How does it look with the drop a button, chat? Is that there? It has to be there, right? What? What?
Huh?
What? What?
Why?
Wow! Free mats, chat.
Okay.
Why did they expose this mats? Like,
Hey, at least there is something in place of deco.
if this blows up, what? It just gives the enemy free mats? Sure, we should do a Z check, because I think
I don't think the mats actually drop out of it, unless you're the player faction. Well, you are the player faction actually, so the mats will drop. The mats will prioritize through your other material storages, but though if you don't have enough space, all of that is falling on the ground, and the enemy is going to snatch your mats, which you will never get back.
Chat, does this
Honestly,
look okay?
Going back, I honestly prefer exposed mats to just pure deco. But that floor looks inexcusable. It can die to a single flak shell.
I mean, if the flag hits the ground, it can. Yeah, it can.
Throw Witch Hunter at it just to see
No,
how
no,
quickly it dies.
no. Against player factions,
Oh.
bro. The missile will kill it before the flag does. Check it is Z clipping. I like to check it with this. Where is it? Oh, chat. What's going on over there?
It's slipping a bit. Just a bit.
What about there? Y'all see the ladder there?
Yeah, I can see that.
So they added decals, but they didn't even bother to Z-check them. Like that's a waste. Check the shell chat. Inertial
okay.
fuse on a heat shell, by the way.
Yes, I am using inertial on heat shells some too. It's actually useful. But more so on the fin tips.
At least they have recoil.
Because it
And
takes
why do
forever
they
to-
keep
takes
using
forever to
dismantlet? By the way, why not use dismantlet? What? Do they like dismantlet? Do they think dismantlet is the meta? Let's see how up it came, Emmet. Player controls are basically the same, but for some reason they use the long controller, you know, to take up more space, you know? Why are these 1 meter block? What? What? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? Look at this! This is a 3 meter next to 1 meter. Where's the quality control? We're 7k hours. 7. Look at these block spam. We can assume like, oh, maybe someone put paint, but look at chat. Do you see it, chat? Chat. They done it. They've done it. They've done the meme. They've done the meme, chat. A 1 meter offset is basically equal to like what was it? 1 meter or 2 meter wedge. I don't remember what. But this is a waste of block count. This is literally like the same shape and everything. 7k hours for this, by the way. Just to spam 1 meter blocks. And you know what all this 1 meter block does? Yeah, it creates, you know, like look at why you need these 3 blocks here. Why can't it just be 1 block?
Why are you aim point spoofing?
Like this is aim point spoofing the turret cap.
Bro,
Aim
you're
point-
attracting everything to your turret.
It's not
like
only
the
weaker
magnet.
armor, you're making the enemy literally target your turret cap. What is this teaching the new players that their turret cap will always die? Is this what they planned? Is this what they intended to do? Goldminer, do we need all this ammo right here? Goldminer, if we need
No,
100...
It's explosive reactor armor, trust.
Yeah, it's this is ERA right here, you know? It's in
Lord
case
accurate.
in case the tank gets rammed, it damages the enemy rammer, you know? So this is meta right here, chat. This is 100% meta. You know? Plus they didn't even bother to use the big boxes. No, 1 boxes. So this gets targeted too. Like even if it's surrounded in heavy armor, does it die? Like let's see, like a pen like here. I mean it does. Oh, does that hit the turret axis? It does hit. It damages the turret axis. Wow. What is this? Broadsider. Why did they keep the roll? They didn't even bother getting rid of these. Path avoidance on water. Water pathfinding avoidance. Look at this water depth requirement. This will look for a mountain, by the way. This will look for a cliff to avoid water. Zombie, is this EMP protected? You know, you have all this rubber here, you know, completely like enclosing the eye. You know, like there's no, it's not like touching metal or anything. You know, it's got the EMP protection. No?
They even wait, I was saying correctly, they even overdid with making corners with rubber.
Yeah, there are corners with rubber. Could have put surge protectors there or more armor. Like there's no reason for these blocks to be here, by the way. And the MP will just it will just go directly in there, by the way. Does this tank even have surge protectors? Ah yes. Guys, we can count all the surge protectors on this tank.
I am pretty sure that new player designs were meant to be for helping new players, not because they were made by someone that has a knowledge of a new player. At least bothers to using only this.
Look at how much empty space there is there, man. You can fit 3 AIs in here. Also, the Hearthstone's next to the eye, which if your engine gets sniped, the Hearthstone blows up, so it'll blow up your AI. So, you know,
Technically.
interesting choice there.
You know, at this point they could even fit the 2-block engine in the AI box just to, you know, keep the Hearthstone up. They have more than enough space.
Like,
Not only
look
doing
at,
that, but they have
look
more
at
than
all
enough
that
space.
engine power. They have massive engines for no reason. Like, what's the player gonna do with all this engine power? Are they gonna add a shield? They presumably don't even know what a shield is, chat. Like, and like, what, all of this, look at this layout. Could this be a 4-meter one? Why did they do this? What about here? Is there any explanation to any of this behavior? Like, why so much fuel and ammo? What, is the player gonna add, like, 700 weapons to this tiny tank? So no wheel tuning. Oh, there is side friction tuning. They changed the side friction, the tank drifts. It drifts. It's solo, it drifts. Oh, look at that. Sliding tank. Like, what did they make this plate? Why did that have to be deco, huh? Over here, they could have went with plates like this. And they'll make the poor few, you know, look better. How about that mantlet? Is that a good tank mantlet, chat?
It is a mantlet. That's all I can say.
Also, the fact that the bore evacuator is way at the front here. You know, say an explosive hits here, you know what's gonna latch onto? Yeah, the bore evacuator. And then guess what happens? It will die. Because it has lower HP than the longer barrels here.
Yeah, like if you have to get the bore evacuator in the first place, just put it on the end.
Like, these crafts are flawed. Is this what the... What's with all this
Yeah, at
space
this point-
going on
At
here,
this point, they
chat?
aren't flawed.
Did they let this space here for the player to add nukes to this craft? Goldmine, is this the only way to explain this space here?
Because at this point, those vehicles aren't flawed, they are a flow. One big flow.
New players should not come near these designs. Period. Like, what is this? They should have went down this route. Like this. A slope like this. Not whatever this is. Like, why did they leave all this space here? Did they not know how turrets work? Like, it's not only the bare minimum effort, it's flawed. Like, it's that bad. And why did they, like, make this radiator, you know? Like, look, they have heavy armor here. But up here, they have no armor, you know, where the 1 meter block is. And they could have, you know, made it, if this is a broadsider, so I guess it won't be that good. But make it an exhaust. Would have made it more volume efficient. Which is checking the volume. Like, look at this, it's almost 1k. Look at the price. This is supposed to fight Deepwater Guard. So glad. No spaced armor, by the way. So, like, if the player can only fight Deepwater Guard and struggle against Deepwater Guard with the new designs. Should that be acceptable for player designs, by the way?
Shouldn't be acceptable for any designs.
Like, the second heat hash gets into play, this tank insta dies. And again, robbers here at the front. But at the back? Nah, we don't need rubber at the back. This tank only moves forward. Did they even bother to save, like, the speed of the tank? They did. The Kingmaker's next. The mouse. Alright, chat, what do we think about this tank? What's with the colors of these wheels, chat? Is this intentional? Also, why did they use wheels so small on an almost 2.5k matte tank? And again, this is a prefab. Why bother having a prefab when you can just, you know, just pick up the finished craft? Why even have prefabs in the game when you just have the finished craft? Like, why? Why bother? Why bother, chat?
They wanted to have new player designs, but they didn't want to make new player designs.
They wanted the new players to have a bad time at the game. That's what they wanted to do. Got the wedge, unbacked, metal wedge, and then space. There's engines here at the side. What I saw. What is this layout? What is going on here? Look at this cram. It's not you know, 3D. It's a pretty bad Tetris what they did here, but you know, I guess a new player will not struggle by using it. Again, like, why do they have so much fuel? Why do they have so much ammo? What do they expect them? Do they expect the player to just mass spam missiles? Even here, they barely even have a volume to do that. Like, where's all this ammo gonna get used? The voices is what will use this ammo. Like, you have all this hull armor. What about the turret cap armor? Oh yeah, see? So they have like this hull armor. But then the turret cap. Oh no! Oh no, chat! What is this?
Hope.
I thought you said hope for a second, but it's cope. Look
There
at this.
is no hope for those designs.
There's no
There is
hope.
only cope.
See this gap right here? Wow. Surely frags won't get through that gap. Right, chat? Heat hash? Nah.
Congratulations, heat protection layer had failed at being heat protected.
What is this wedge supposed to stop? Like, did they only have access to 2-meter wedges? Where's the 4-meter wedges? Did they forget to back them too? Don't they know about the armor bonus? And like, look at the side. This is front sider only, chat. Side armor is non-existent, even though it can be existent. And it's blocks. They spam mass blocks. The new player design should be teaching new players, at least for Ashes, how to do like volume. Cause you know, players will look at the volume and think, oh hey, that's my block count, which is not true. Like, that's such a common mistake new players make. They associate volume with the block count, which is very not true. Look at this detection. At least it has snooper and trackers. At least it has the bare minimum.
Wait, it has inter-vehicle transmitter or no?
The other one did not have inter-vehicle transmitter. No inter-vehicle transmitter. None of these player crafts talk to each other, by the way. Which they should. It's a literal campaign rule that every campaign craft, maybe with the exception of some drones, should have inter-vehicle transmitter. So the craft doesn't just sit there and literally do nothing. Which is what this will do. Because like if Ashes didn't have the auto detect, you know, like this, it would just sit there and do nothing. Even then it will miss a lot. Are these decoped? I guess they're hidden. Look at the bolt. Katels be sabotaging player designs. Like, why are they doing that, chat? Like, you give the player a prefab, and then you give the player a finished build. What do you think the player will do? What do you think the player will pick?
Grab the finished build and
Yeah,
forget
so
to
why
add
bother
one.
even having prefabs in the game in the first place? If you're just gonna finish the design anyway. At least make the player designs unique, you know? So you have multiple ways to choose, but nah, they use this. And also, we know that this was a bounty, by the way. So this was handpicked by the Kato. And multiple people submitted things. This couldn't have been the best design. There's no way. Like, look at the logs at the side here. They're not even blocks. They couldn't be blocks. They couldn't be blocks. Again, same decos, by the way. Look, even the fuel is back. Even the fuel canisters are back. Look at this. Look at this. But no, they decoped it. Let me drop a button. Look at this. What happened to this tank if I decope it? Drop a button it. The other submissions are better. Well, we don't have them, sadly. And you know, if they were better, they were certainly not picked up. You know, which is a good reason. Like the Kato say, the campaign is built by the community. Meanwhile, they were all worked on by Key Carson. Is Key Carson the community, chat?
He is. They said it.
No, like the Katos only pick from their friends. They don't pick from the community. They only go to their friends, and they only pick the friends design. Like the it's built by the community thing is a lie. Like look at this. Look at this decope. See that gas over there? Look, watch what happens to that gas. Where does the gas go? Where does it go? Look at this ERA. It's not even painted properly. Like they somehow managed to decope. They decoped player designs. A new player supposed to look at this. And a new player will not get to this menu until like 5k hours. 5k. Nah, not 5k. 500 hours. So, or maybe they watch this video. Chat. Chat, what is going on here, chat? Same gun deco again. Same ladders. Like, come on, chat. Like, look at the logs. Look at what happens to the logs. Boom, the logs gone. What's going on here? Ah, yes. Armor. Frags will so squeeze in there. Well, they will just ricochet down into the eye. Which is funny. Is this EMP protection right here? It's ignore the heavy armor touching the, you know, the eye. That's just for looks, chat. With the builders have done this only for looks. But look at all this rubber here. You know, it's surrounded. It's safe. You know, it's safe. It's ignore the heavy armor. It's nothing bad will happen. Does it even have surges? Has anybody seen any surges, by the way? Out of all the tanks we looked at, by the way, only what? Only the Dauntless had surge protectors? Only the Dauntless here at the front. Only a 2-meter one, right? And what about here? We did check here. No surges. Like, you know, like, what factions use EMP? Lightning Hoods use EMP. White Flares use EMP. Or do they use EMP?
Steel Empire too, I think.
Yeah, Steel
At least
Empire
the guys
definitely
will
do.
remember.
Especially the pack tank.
Well,
The
that's
pack
also
tank.
Jacko.
If the pack tank does the Jacko.
XR.
I mean, you won't get to Steel Empire with these builds anyway. That's a guarantee. You might as well use Steel Empire builds to get the Steel Empire bros. Like, it's just bad. Like, let's do an EMP. Let's see what happens with a little bit of EMP. Alright, so, does it work? Why does it not work? Oh!
It's too small.
Oh, cause there wasn't anything to EMP kill. Right. Why my AI dead? Goldminer, why did this craft get AI killed? Also, I forgot to point it out. You look at this pathfinding, by the way. So if I get rid of that and repair the tank, look at this. Look at what they did here. So they surrounded the eye in EMP, but over here, like, they put the GPPP like this. Like, what is this? Zombie, can you explain what's the meaning behind this?
Nope.
No?
That eludes my understanding.
There's just empty space here. Then it's just GPPP. So you're telling me they couldn't EMP isolate the AI on all of these crafts, by the way. So like a new player will insta die to EMP. They might even, worst case scenario is that they copy this layout. And so go half surrounded AI in rubber and half surrounded in heavy armor. Which we saw happens, right?
Think about the consequences of that. They're gonna
Well,
come and whine that the
they
campaign
didn't care
is too
about the
hard.
Katos didn't care about the consequences because they added this to the game, you know.
Going to put a bad
wait,
review,
wait.
man, because they
Players-
don't know how to play.
Players are going to complain that the campaign is too hard, so the couples will have even more excuse to make more retarded crafts.
No comment. This is the
It's like
conspiracy
the
chat.
game,
This-
man.
Like, why did they add wedges to the back here? Like, this is you know. Like, if the craft gets shot here, it's already I did. Also, keep in mind, they use these tiny little wheels. Are they even? Yeah, they did decrease the forward friction at the very least. But you know what happens with these tiny wheels? Look at their spring force. They're already at max. So, you know, couldn't they have used bigger wheels? Let's see, is this the volume of the Kingmaker? Like, look at how slow this tank is. They should have used the bigger wheels. This is just the smallest wheel, but the wide version. Like, it's... Look at this turn rate.
Very
This is-
efficient.
Frontsider, by the way. You know what happens if it destroys the main enemy and there's like an enemy off in the distance? Yeah, it'll take an hour for it to turn around, you know. I'm sure, look at, like, why is this rubber all the way up here? The terrain will hit down here. Like, this rubber here is just for show. Like, what is this? In case it rams people? Check the... Like Call of Wind, all of these were left at default. Maybe the Dauntless was not. No, not even the Dauntless. They all have Altitude Avoidance, by the way, which might trigger the error where, you know, it says, oh, your craft can't move. It's not moving correctly. You know, we all know that error, right? You know what that error triggers too? Yeah, it triggers scuttle settings. So if these vehicles have scuttle settings, they might just die if they try to call avoid.
Depends how the scuttle settings are set. You can check it out actually.
Do I have them enabled? Looks like they weren't enabled anyway.
At least that.
Yeah, at least that. But for player campaign, there's some things that are enabled by default by the campaign. Like small tiny wheels that like these are way too weak for this tank. Plus it's already like, look at that volume. You can cut all this volume in half if you know, switched all the beams to, you know, slopes. Which will also help against heat hash. But guess what? They didn't do that. They should. Well, we should teach the player how to do volume, quote unquote, coping, which is not coping, by the way. You should definitely teach players how to do things with volume because they can build bigger tanks, and they could have fun with bigger tanks. You know.
Wait, what was Cram shooting? Just high explosive or?
Cram is just shooting like high explosive.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
reload time?
Okay, that's
17
actually
seconds. 18 seconds. I mean, the craft is a bad Tetris, but
could use a bigger compactors too.
but
at least,
it's a good reason for the player to like learn, I guess. But they wouldn't know how to do 3D craft Tetris. They would instantly lock onto 2D craft Tetris. Is there wasted space on the turret? Look at this bottom here. This is why they couldn't Because there's a block there. They were too scared to make the craft too the cram too powerful, chat. The fuses? Pen depth? Pen depth? What you
the
mean
heck?
pen depth?
What do you want to penetrate with that?
What
sheet
you
of
wanna
paper?
pen? The Alzoot simulator out here, man. You inertial at pen depth. This is why is there two fuse?
This is very optimistic.
Wait a second, chat. Chat, what is this, chat? Redundancy, chat. They thought about everything on these builds, and then they thought if this dies, there's this right here, you know. So, good job, good work on the Katos for that one, chat. They cooked with that one. It's a 1 meter turret base? No, it's definitely not a 1 meter turret base. What? What? What?
Actually,
No! No!
I forgot there is a Discord sound for that.
A small missile goes underneath the tank because it ran out of
EMP!
fuel and
Bro,
kills you.
EMP will hit
You
here.
don't even need EMP. It needs to be a small missile of high explosive. You don't even need E EMP.
You know, technically, even thump damage from the missile would kill it.
Flak
If you
will
get
kill
lucky
it.
enough. Yeah.
And look how high it is. Like it definitely.
There's a damage type in the game that can't kill that.
It's like, wow. Is this build symmetrical? I think we killed the block there, no? No way, it's no way of finding these kinds of flaws on it. Yeah, so they removed that block for volume, right? They got rid of that block so the player has more volume on their craft. They really thought about everything, you know? They thought about every single piece of block on this craft, you know? If the wheels are 1 meter separated. The soundboard will come in so clutch. Like, why? Did it do the same paint sacrifices? Ah yes, 1 meter block, 3 meter blocks, low HP blocks for our player friends. Like, look at down here. Look at this, 1 meter. Oh, look at that cold avoidance. And this is what the rubber was added here. It's not for terrain. It's for when they collide with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why they only added it at the front. Because they know the back here will not collide with anything, you know? Keep in mind this was submissions. They picked this. They picked this. They picked the one with the with this kind of quality, right? Heavy armor here. And a block missing here like this. There was, what's the excuse here, chat? Rushed? Was it rushed? We're gonna be stuck with these designs for a whole update, by the way. Like, think about it.
Bold of you are assuming. Bold of you to assume that they will fix that in another one. Remember how long they keep forgetting some things to do with,
Bro, they're
Call of
gonna
Duty.
fix everything after we pointed out to them. That's for sure.
Maybe.
Like, the Katos are so good at the game, chat. They included this in the game. A tank that can't even turn. Not even EMP protected. Not even like. Check at least to check the ammo box explosion. Do we need those engines? Zombie, those engines are unneeded, you know. We don't need those. You know, the fumes are just there for show, you know? Like, look at how cool that looks, you know? No? Also, because it's an ammo explosion, the cram will stop shooting. So, you know. What can it pack if it has nothing to pack? At least it will still have mats because there's this at the back. But if it dies, because you know they're exposed. Wow, where are all of our materials, chat? Where are they? I can't see them. Are they over there with the behind the bushes? Also, look, I want you bros to look at this armor. So like up here, right? Let's say this block dies. If hash hits here, you know where it will go? Through this block, through this block, through this block, through this block. Ooh, and what do we have over here? What are those? Goldminer, what is packing over here, man?
Like, it will not be a lot of hash, but it will be more than enough of hash.
Deepwater Guard doesn't use hash, so you know. That's the only excuse, chat. That's the only excuse. Will a new player know this? No, they wouldn't know this. Plus, the top here has no wedges. Like, the top will get overpenned, while down here, you know. Well, granted, there's not much to pen down here anyway. So, like, this full-on empty block. Well, like, what's the player gonna do with this? Add missiles? Like, what?
Add the tank for their tears.
Tank for their tears. Bro, like, what is this block layout? Look at this. Like, they used 3-meter beams where, you know, they could have used 4-meter like this. Like, they got rid of all of this. And they could have used 4-meter. More side armor, but nah. The players don't need no side armor. I'm sure they can use repair bots, you know. Repair tentacles, Rambot repair, you know. There's the all-in-one local weapon controller. Also notice that all of these player designs only had one weapon. None of them had secondary weapons. None of them had like missiles or anything. No.
Not even interceptors, I think.
None of that. This
We
guy
don't
gonna
need
stay
that.
still. Alright, bro, so what do we think about the new designs? Should a new player use these?
They look funny.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
To learn how to not build.
Like, keep in mind, these are literally modeled after.
Yeah, the new players should just use these as target practice. That's their best use, to be honest.
True. Like, do you have these?
Actually, no. That would just make their weapons bad rather than their building choices.
Get practice, not weapon practice.
You use it to check if your tank can detect enemies, and that's it. Like, why bother having these prefabs in the game if you're just gonna make finished designs, by the way? Like, why bother? Why bother? They all have the same log decals. They all have the same, like, visuals, by the way. Like, look, dark stripe in the middle, dark stripe in the middle, dark stripe in the middle. And what do we have here? Dark stripe in the middle.
At least
Plus-
on this it looks good.
Plus,
Somewhat.
like, like it's player, so, even the wheels are
Yeah,
colored. Let's check the colors on this guy. Like, on this guy is, it's an abomination. Like, look at this layout.
IKEA tank.
What did you
IKEA.
say? What did you
IKEA
say?
tank.
IKEA tank? No, this is the Snatch colors.
Yeah, but still.
IKEA, man. What you talking about, man?
Bro, that is not Snatch. That is IKEA.
Come on, bro.
Build your own tank.
That's not like that.
Like, let's do a decode check
Robust
again.
tank.
That must be why it's so bad. The tank came in a box and they had to put it together. They forgot a couple
But they
screws.
like forgot half the pieces, bro. They need to go back to the store
Yeah.
again.
There's some pieces missing.
Hey, if If they got it from
Alloy.
IKEA, they can maybe message the IKEA for the missing parts.
Alloy. Chat, do they plan on making these float too? What? Exposed,
It's
but
to EMP
look how
it's to
exposed
EMP
that is.
Bruh. The alloy is to EMP protect the chair.
Protect Rambot. We must
Yeah,
protect
I'm
Rambot.
getting a seizure.
Like, if a high velocity shell, like even if it's a frontsider, a shell could come like here and land here, like at the back here. And ooh, who do we have there? Who's that guy, huh?
You know, but he seems explosive.
Like for his frontsider, look at this armor. Like even if it goes above that, look at that. 1 meter slope, nah, 2 meter. Even then, like it might just hit the top here, which you know, there's GPPP there, there's the recoil there. Like, bro, these didn't come from IKEA. They were assembled by the Chinese themselves, right? So this is why it's made in China. Made in China.
Wish.com dauntless.
Temu. Like they don't even have enough recoil absorbers, chat. They didn't even. I mean, they could add it like this.
This is just the
could ever
greatest
cool.
mind from both Wish.com and Temu in a collaboration. That's what makes this tank.
Yeah, the ultimate collab. Also, how did they manage to decope player designs? They decoped player designs, by the way. New player won't even know what a deco is, bros.
Not just decope them, they decoped
Granted.
them, but didn't use deco for
You
paint.
should probably use, like, for example, some of these use decos for shaping, but for shaping. These use decos where deco shouldn't even be. Like those logs there, they don't even need to be decos, but they are decos apparently. So like, the logs there would have even added some extra armor, you know? Would have literally worked like real life. They would have protected against hash, chat. Even though, not like it would, that like this tank would survive a hash. And you keep in mind, this is using the new plate. So this is so brand new. Like it was basically cooked yesterday, chat. 7k hours. 7k hour player, by the way, chat. Goldminer, pull up one of your your tanks, and we can compare to these. Like, dude, how would a new player tank build a tank compared to these pre-built tanks? You know what I'm saying?
Like, maybe just pull up your oldest tank or one of your
Yeah,
oldest.
give me your oldest tank. Less than 50 hours, 500 hours.
500.
A possum and the rat. Like, look, this guy has missile. This guy, 0 decos. 0 decos. I mean, this one has I think just for the cameras.
Trackers. It has 2 trackers.
It has detection, chat. Yeah, gold miner at
Man, this one not bad.
this one don't got no detection, man. This one got that. Come on, man. But Goldminer, at less than 500 hours, was able to outperform a player with 7k hours. And I don't even know how many hours does Quarry have, assuming he helped with those designs too. Like,
Depending on how you see it, he either has not enough hours or way too much hours.
I don't know if Goldminer... But keep in mind, Goldminer built this all the way
Keep in mind, this was back when heavy armor
was
EMP
EMP
and didn't.
proofing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
EMP proof. You didn't need rubber or surge protectors back then.
Yeah, like Goldminer would have even EMP protected this. He got the rubber floor, bro. He got the rubber floor, man. Look, even bro has hole pipes here. What about the big boy tank? See, you have more than one weapon on both tanks, by the way. And you even use the big wheels, by the way, with mega wide wheels, and these big wheels too. New player, the player design couldn't do, the intended player design couldn't do that. Look at this gun. Giga Chat gun. Zombie, what you think about this rod of absolute destruction?
This, unlike what we have seen before today, is a weapon.
This is not a Nerf gun. This is a gun.
Exactly.
Like, bro has more side armor than the player designs. He even has surges. Goldminer has surge protectors, by the way. Do you have surge protectors on the other bro? Oh, you don't. You don't. I mean, granted, back then the heavy armor used to take the EMP damage. I think. It used to eat it up, I think. So it wasn't even needed. Look at this layout, by the way. Goldminer even has neck armor.
Which is sadly not a standard.
Oh! Alpha clutched!
Yep.
So this is submissions?
Okay.
Holy paste.
That's already way better.
That looks creative,
what's
but I don't know about the decop. I don't know about the decop. Apex
Like, maybe not
375
not the electric engine, but I like the dazzlers.
It's creative. I don't think it fits the player.
has
pack,
light.
no.
I think it has way too many decals.
Drop the electric engines, but those dazzlers are cool.
Like it's definitely, look at this, more detection. Wireless snooper, missiles.
Okay, that's a win already. Okay, that's
I wouldn't pick this up, bro.
No.
It was so good.
APN and prediction. Those don't. Prediction is just APN
Hey,
times 10.
hey, extremely retarded interceptors are still better than no interceptors.
There is definitely some interesting
Ooh,
things
oh,
going
no.
on inside this tank.
What are those?
I think it's jet powered. It might just be jet powered.
I think it's using jet engines for engine power.
ERA ammo, which is staggered. What?
Is that ERA armor too?
Is I guess it is. I guess it is.
Bro really likes ERA, bro. Trust.
Yeah, generator.
Yeah.
Was that ERA touching?
Granted, you know what this
internal
does? This teaches the player. This would have taught the player that you can do this jet, you know, engine, siege
When I was a
engines.
new player, to be honest, when I was a new player, I looked inside the Singularity, saw their jet engine power bricks, and thought they were just stupid because they didn't work as jets. So I don't know about that one.
Hey man, each player their own, man. What are you gonna say?
And jet engines where the field stinks.
Worst
I
case
use
scenario,
for
they can act
comparison.
as up props and make a hovercraft out of them. Now I think the engine is a bit too much. Is there a power thing? Like, what's going on here? Is this like, why does it have so much power? So much power. This is a mega cram, by the way. But
It's
even
deck gun,
this,
no?
like even, what did you say, Ahmad?
Deck gun.
What about this gun? It's 2D. It's not 3D, it's bad.
Deck.
Deck gun. Ah,
Yeah.
Is that just the
that
entire
doesn't
sushi
sound
plate
bad.
worth of?
Pellets? Yes.
Like, does it have like every damage type or something?
No, it's just a rod. This can do AP.
Oh,
I like
there's
how
just
the
weird
whole armor.
paint inside.
Is
Alright.
this just a broadside or wait? Hold on.
Like what? I was confused because the hardener pellets were painted extra blue, so I thought they were EMP at first.
Also, this is a broadsider. So this is the armor. They did even use wheels as armor. Holy wheels! Look at that wheel layout.
We're way better though. No space between them.
EMP proof. It's EMP proof.
Let's go.
It is EMP proof, by the way.
Nice.
This is
Nice.
yeah, like these here. They are touching the turret axis, but I think that should be fine. As the corners, like this is not only EMP protected, but you know it has surges. Like why
Does it
was
look
it?
ugly, man?
Ah yes, it looks ugly.
Looks
Where's the
high quality.
ugliness? Too high
Yeah.
quality, huh?
I like it.
Like why not remove
Like
the decals
me.
and more from here? Like look at that turret cap. I think that turret cap goes hard.
Agreed.
You could say, oh, it's a
Has
bit too
pieces.
expensive, but I would say it's good for new players to have expensive crafts. You know?
With one caveat, cost versus firepower.
I mean,
Turn.
it's still better
it
to have
Just include that.
expensive crafts.
Yeah,
So
but
empty
it's
space
done.
here. Yeah, this is what the craft was rejected because of this empty space right here. JK.
like, I'll say it like that. This thing has a lot of issues, but it would be easier to get something nice from this than from the current designs.
Even smoke, by the way, but I didn't see any. Look at that lightning. Also, you know what could have been done? All of the ERA blocks could have been swapped with this, which is less volume for the same thing. Which this tank could have even been mega upgraded by a new player, but it don't have that much empty space. Also, what the Sea Whiz? Oh, never mind. I guess it's not EMP protected, huh? I didn't see this. I mean, that's an easy fix because I think you can fit it like. Hey, look! What do we have here?
The vehicle transmitter. Yay.
Which apparently the Ketos
Finally.
don't even know it exists. Also, I think you can do something like this. And have like an empty space here. Like free, chat. This, like you can do this to teach the player, like how, hey, you can save volume like this. But no, they didn't bother to do that. There's a block here. Damn, GG. Does it have, it has smoke warner, but I don't see any smoke. No, there's a smoke warner with no smoke dispensers.
Yeah. Aesthetics.
GG.
True. Next one.
Also, a
See
bit
the
too
next
many
one.
lights, I would say. This one has some hole shaping to it, so you know, even then, if you could still technically have both of these, you know, because the shaping is different, right? Like, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I see that.
Similar. Look way better, man. Look,
This might
look
be on a
good,
spin
man.
block. Oh. Ah.
Yep. Nice.
Oh no. That's bad.
Wait, no,
What
I
wrong?
say yes.
Who made this soda can?
What wrong? Oh, it's the
Soda
it's
can's a
someone.
homo. The eyes in the front. It's heavy armor.
At
It's
least-
fine.
Jump scare.
It's checkerboard. At least it's checkerboard.
Zombie
Why are
noises.
there so
man,
many
that scared me,
Packers
man.
here? 30-second reload time. What? Simple weapon.
Thanks, man. Okay.
Does this have more demos decos than the last one?
Yes. Because the antenna.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh
Oof.
no.
It's not just not Maki proof, it's not even flag proof.
It's not even proof anything.
Why bother adding those when, you know, the top ain't even safe?
Ball.
But hey, with those two designs, they have an excuse. They
Yeah.
weren't adjusted or modified by Kotal and then accepted into campaign.
Yeah, like they weren't modified to
Unlike the
for
other
call
ACB.
to fire the interceptors. What the heck, man? This is unironically this one's worse in terms of performance than the current one we got.
That's kinda impressive in its own point, yeah. Well,
But even then, like if you got
29.
like reviewed via Kato, maybe things could have been fixed because the only positive things the front. But other than that, it's bad.
Next. Next.
This one's the Knight. It don't. I mean, granted, it was made before wheel decals, presumably. Is that on a turret? That's even on a turret. Like you can't even tell if this was even. I don't think this used the prefab at all. Or did it? Did it use this one?
Modified.
Did it? There's no way it modified this, right? No,
The-
this
the
is
rear
just
is
a
similar.
tank.
The rear look like the Sherman, but the front is complete different.
No,
No?
it's too high to be the Sherman.
Yeah.
I don't think this was even. I think this was just a tank. This wasn't even submitted for a bounty, presumably. What is this?
I'm not sure if using prefabs was requirement for the bounty or just preferable though.
I think it was definitely a requirement.
Next one.
This one though, this one got the monocle. I think this one's made by Apex again. Yeah, like I did.
What?
What the heck is that thing?
Wooden barrel?
2 guns, by the
Simon
way.
isn't.
2 guns. You gotta give it that. At least it has more than 1 gun. I think it's a wide. Look, I think it's a wide.
Those
It's a
antennas
wide-
on the back of the turret.
It's a wide Sherman, chat.
Look at those antennas on the back of the turret. They're so cute.
A bit
Yes.
too many decals though, but
Bro, it's a bug. Chat, there's a bug outside. Everyone's literally going to the door.
What?
It really does look like a bug.
this guy, bro, he's just a
It
bug
looks
and
like a
everything, bro.
weevil.
Honestly,
What does it
Both
only
this
have?
and-
It has 2 guns but only 1 shell.
Oh.
Honestly, Giga Chad. Giga Chad.
one thing though, I think the aesthetic the Apex was going with for both this and the mouse he did was working kinda well for player faction because the Dazzlers and such look somewhat similar in style to the
Like it
Rambo.
doesn't look like budget
it's a
Steel
bit-
Empire.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it looks more like a
That's correct.
scrapyard. In Ashes,
I
you
just
spawn in a
realized it.
scrapyard, chat. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Rezavi is right. Look like the Rampart.
Dude, drop a button real quick.
Yeah.
Who is this guy up here? Let me spawn again. They even added a Hector, chat. Let me.
No, that's not the one.
Is this the one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
Could
one.
maybe you ink the fleet colors.
Nectaribki.
So we can see what Apex was seeing. Look, that's a tiny little guy right there. This confirms it.
Or
The Ashes tanks are made for small people. They're big tanks made for small people.
look what Taco said, man.
For biggers. Granted, there's no armor here, and I guess it is
Now you
deco.
gotta link the video, put a clip there.
No, I'm not going to, dude. It
So
has its
scary, man.
issues. But you know,
That's what Kotlins are for.
for the
issues of
issues,
something
to
that
add
has a
issues to the
potential.
design.
I mean, they should be fixing issues, but apparently they are adding issues, yes.
Perkele.
Is this a broadsider? It can't be broadsider. Because the gun at the front.
Oof.
What type of finding again?
Well, I mean, granted, this is a player design, so they couldn't have known. It's possible they couldn't.
Yeah.
They didn't know. What the Mario piping? What the Mario piping? What is Mario piping?
They look cool.
This is where Mario goes to, bro. Every night, man. Extenders, adapters. What the engine? This engine's way too over-engineered. German design.
Yeah, it's the Maybach engine, man. Maybach. Bach, the artist. EMP proof.
Like even here, like the wheels are the proper size, like the proper amount. You know, on the Knight though, like the Knight got some a severe lack of, you know, wheels.
Rupia.
Naming this vehicle a knight is an insult.
Why did they went for this
stole
naming
my
style, by
name,
the way?
man.
Like they
They
have,
stole my tanks
like
name.
quote unquote Ranger, Knight, Dauntless, Kingmaker. But you know, you have the
Why not just
designs on
King?
Twin Guard that go like Gladiator. They go like Paladin.
Yeah,
like isn't that an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's an issue. We're gonna do some bonus. We're gonna do a bonus chat. Let's check out some funny Tetris that I saw on the Ravager. Alright, so y'all see this gun, right? I'm gonna go in this
Yes.
side. Alright, so is this an empty space we have right here?
Yes.
Yeah, what about this space? What about this space? What about all of this space? Is all of this space wasted?
Yes.
Zombie, what do you think, bro? Let me use some.
Air.
This space is for the creator of the tank to hide from criticism.
How did you know
Interior,
that?
man. Realistic.
Go put some stone blocks so we can see how many blocks here are wasted. What about this space over here, huh? Is this empty space right here? Look, 2 meters.
I thought
There's
it
a
was-
block here. There's a block here. There's a block here. A block here. A block here. A block here. Like what?
Black.
The black.
Block. Block there.
Look, a block here.
What are they thinking?
Block here, by the way.
That's what I'm thinking.
I guess it's for heat
Search
protection.
feature. Check this out.
It's
Stone.
for plasma.
Look at how
What is
much
that?
wasted space is inside of this turret. Look at how much there is. Chat, what is this turret,
quite cool.
Tetris? What is this turret, Tetris,
Oof.
chat?
It's an abomination.
Too much. They ran out of volume. Over the volume limit, by the way. Oh wait, no, that's because I pressed X. That's why.
Yeah, that's because of that.
Chernobyl.
It's because so 26 blocks of wasted things. Hold on, let's check that out. So 26 blocks of completely useless material inside of the turret, completely wasted space. This smoke here is touching heavy armor, like
But
yeah,
that's
like
typical in Ashes at this point.
empty space again. Like the, you know, you would expect with the volume limit they would cram like everything in here. Look at this EMP protection. Goldminer, would the EMP just go all over this?
If it would have heavy armor around it, it would be fine. Like not touching, but around. You know what I mean?
Look at this. There's rubber here, rubber here, rubber here, but around here, nah, steam blocks. You can even EMP would just go through the
touching-
CWIS, go through
Nah.
here, go through the GPPP,
No,
go
no,
here,
no.
here, like
It
bros.
touching internals is fine, as long as the EMP still has better targets. As long as it doesn't.
That
touch
is the
heavy armor
target.
directly.
That is the.
Oof. No soldiers. No soldiers.
What you mean no surges? I think it surely has some at the front at least. It's a front sider, no? Yeah, look
They are
at
not
this.
connected. Yeah,
Surely
they
no
are not
EMP will
connected
hit
to
the back.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yeah, I did.
No, this is sad.
4 people worked on this. 4 people. And look at what we got. Look at what design we got, guys. Not even EMP protected. The Tetris is bad. The crafts all look the same, by the way. In the video, I'm gonna pull a sheet that I made. Like a silhouette test of all the tanks, and guess what? They all looked the same. Like the Kator is just an NPC. This is what Homo Kator does to Ashes. everything looks the same, and everything's just bad. Like, what the heck? What's the excuse for this? Like, what's the excuse for the AI just dying to EMP? Like, what's the excuse?
Generic flyers. W.
Generic flares. It doesn't even have enough engine power, unless some of them got destroyed by the EMP. There's no way. Keep in mind, woke flares, by the way, you can count them. Like, half of them, over half of them do the same exact thing. They're a front-sider, and if they get low HP, they ram. And that's all they do. That's all this faction has become. Nothing else. If low HP, go ram. That's it. That's all they do.
That's not nice. I don't know.
Does it have
Your game is cursed me.
yeah, after looking at so many gay designs, of course it is. Where's the inter-vehicle connector thing? Let me put one down.
Good point, Alfarius. Couldn't we take a look at the beholder after this?
Yeah, we can. They have not fixed them. No inter-vehicle transmitter! Wow, chat. This is the quality we get. This is the quality, and we are the bad guys for calling all of this out, chat. We are the bad guys, chat.
Obviously.
The crafts don't even talk to each other. Oh, is this doing something? Oh, I guess it's clips, so this doesn't matter. It's fine, chat. The craft will die before it can get affected by that. Let's do one down for request. Let's look at the
Positive.
the beholder. This is a sight to behold. Everybody, you gotta check out this beholder. Behold!
Oh yes, yes.
Behold! The gun Tetris. Behold! Behold! What is going on here?
Youch.
Maybe
Hey,
they
so look
tried
at
to
this
make
one.
you into a blimp at some point.
A blimp!
You
Pink
know, the empty
tachyon.
space. Ignore already.
Taco.
Look at
Make
how
the
much
blimps,
look at how much
Taco.
space there is. Look at it. Look at it. We're gonna
Taco.
sit here all day to check on the space on this craft.
Ow. That hurt, man.
What you heard yourself, man, was wrong. Literally
man,
using
watching
the
this,
filter,
man.
by the way. What?
With the hell.
Yeah, so what's the excuse behind the, this abomination of turret Tetris?
Heat protection.
Heat protection? Let's now count
Plasma
the turret up,
protection.
the cap up here. Wait, they can do blocks here? No. Here? No. Here? No.
Save it for you. Ah, yes, yes.
About 300 blocks are wasted here. Let me do
That's
the.
actually impressive.
What you
in the
mean
wrong
it's
direction.
impressive?
This is,
Look at this.
Yes.
Wait, not
It's-
much. Yeah, it's impressive.
It's not even picking up all of the blocks. It's so many
Impressive, man.
blocks. It's so many blocks wasted. It's not picking up all the blocks. By the way, like look at that. Look at that. It's like wow. Let me respond to the beholder. Behold, chat.
behold.
Look at this turret of like what is this neck? Like what? Why did they even bother adding armor there? Like what was the thought behind that? Does frag not exist in their game? Are they playing modded? Did they remove frag from their game? What about
I
this
know
pole here?
what flyers are bad. I
Look
do
at
not
this!
think it
Look
was
at this
bad,
EMP
man.
protection. You know, EMP goes down the pole, and what is that down there? Who's that guy right down there? Do you know that guy? I don't think anybody knows that guy.
The purple guy from FNAF.
Saving volume. Check neck armor. Like, there's no neck armor, bro. Like, and it has too much absorption. Like, I guess they ran out of volume, but even then, you know, they could have gotten rid of a bunch of blocks. But they couldn't.
no!
So we can look at the...
Oh. The
Oh,
military.
that was an accident! No! Don't tell me that's AI. Chat, what the heck is this, chat?
What are those?
So they EMP isolated the AI, but the GPPP or detection? No, we don't need that. Batteries? Who cares? The gun can run on you know, on air, you know?
On hopes and dreams.
On
Yes.
What about that? Is that like that's probably missiles? Yes, so what I wanted to do is show the missile decope. Like when I used to work for White Flares back before they gone woke, I made the drill you know, missile, and look at what they adapted it to.
Hey,
Does that
butcher,
look
my
good?
boy.
I mean, I can load up the
That look
Cataphract
like a
right now.
shell, man. Like a
Cataphract.
shell.
Look at my drill missiles. Look, they are even painted red. Right? Look at them. And I even have the tip. The tip is used for the color. To know what detection the craft is using. But I don't, they
you
didn't
mean
use that anymore.
That is how.
Like they don't, like is that, what tip is that, huh? What color is that? Who is that guy? Now, what about these decos? Narwhals. Narwhals. Like, yeah, it's all just rotundified Vogue flares. The only changes that they did to the tanks was with the skirts. Check this out. So ever since my feedback, they only added these skirts. That's it. That's more decope. They added more decope since my last video. Like, that's all they did.
Ouch.
Let's check out this. The new apostate tank. And I'm gonna see if I can put it next to a Pharaoh.
I think it's spelled Pariah or something like that. Not Farah. Not sure though.
Pariah. I
had
guess
it
so.
somewhere.
Look at this harvester tank. Clearly a very different hull, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not reused, not reused whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? No,
Like-
like
Get ERL, you generally have recovery vehicles using the same hulls as the tanks. It makes sense logistically. But it's a fucking video game. Well, we
Like,
kinda
it
want
doesn't-
some more uniqueness.
It looked like balls from the top, man.
like it doesn't help with
Oh.
identifying the enemy, you know? Like, what am I looking at? Am I looking at an apostate or am I looking at a Farah? Like, you can't know.
White flayers look like a professional military and not a schizo church that is obsessed with idols. Why would they
Yeah.
reuse tank holes like a professional military does?
True. That would
What
make more
the-
sense to the Empire.
Like, they use
True.
trucks. Like, you can send this to Deep Water Guard if you remove all the spikes and add wood to it. But then they reuse tank hulls? Like, really? Like, look at this. It's got the hole at the bottom there. Is this EMP protected? What bother EMP protecting, you know? Is the apostate a ramcraft? Ah, yes. I think they didn't even bother changing the behaviors. They just changed the hull and removed the gun, and that's it. That's all they did for the apostate. And just quickly made a harvester vehicle.
Is Rogaldorn. Alfarius, what's that?
Rogal Dorn.
Warhammer. That's
Oh.
Warhammer.
Ah.
No.
I'm not follow Warhammer. I not know.
Look at this EMP protection again. What is it with these guys touching turbines? Like what?
Touching turbines would be fine if the heavy armor belt would work as it should. Guess what?
The connecting it to the heavy armor, yeah. Yo, really? There's stuff there. What the heck, bro? What? Miss us again. We're even. Where even are the missiles? Where's the missiles? Why do they have missiles? What? Bros. Have they gone schizophrenic? Look at this. Friendly
They
fire.
just copied the AI. They just copied the AI box.
Oh, look at what's going on here. What? Why? Why?
Laziness.
Quantity.
Quantity over quality, bros.
Truth Nuke.
Also, funny thing about the Farah here. Or is it the Farah? I don't know. They all look the same. Like, look at this top protection. This is a slow, by the way. These insta die. Like from explosion. Like an explosion happens up there. Let me see if I can pull up with an explosion that's not too strong. What? What's that, chat?
Yeah.
What happens here, huh?
Gone.
That fella seems to be missing a roof.
Like, look at this.
Obliterated.
Look at this decope. They have not fixed this decope. See? Look at this. Look at this turret side. You have metal? Chat. What's going
Ow.
on here, chat? Look at the
Ouch.
detection. Damn. Highest quality Rogue Flare tank. Ashes of the trash. You know what I'm saying?
How about some Kevin reviews now then?
I wanna do them in like a live stream.
Alright.
So, yeah.
But today
Jew. The silence. It's very loud.
There's just nothing else to say, bro. There's just so bad. And quote unquote, I'm coping. Let me pull this up. I'm pulling it up right now. Actually, I should read the tweets, the Carson tweets.
Alright. Forgot about this.
Read it out loud. Pomidori.
It's Pomidore, not Pomidori.
Alright, so here's my tweet. I tweeted when I saw these designs. Right, I'm gonna take a screenshot of them.
Agree.
Right, so let me read them out loud. So, more campaign building for to laugh at. Some of these tanks not only come with water pathfinding, I'll put it in caps lock so everybody can see it, you know, read it properly. But they also have a max altitude setting, which will make them scared to traverse flat terrain, which is true, by the way. These guys will not traverse flat terrain. And if like they see a hill, they would probably they would run away from the hill. It's possible. I haven't bothered testing it. The Kato's a sodomite. This is garbage quality. This garbage quality is to be expected. So my reply to my tweet. Also look at the water depth requirement. It's so high, tanks ignore it entirely. It would have been better if everything in the adjustments was left at blank or 0. Like at blank as in default. Just like imagine that. Your behavior would have been better if you didn't touch it. Like what sense does that make? Have fun new players whose craft is not moving because the Kato doesn't know what he's doing.
Barbecue bacon burger.
And then Carson responded. First off,
You mean angry
try
me?
giving criticism without being a prick next time. You heard them, guys. We should be nice people, you know. We shouldn't expose these designs to, you know.
Let's say it
We
like
shouldn't
that.
point out everything's flawed in these designs, you know? Everybody
Like-
should just should just figure it out, you know. Second, hi. Imagine saying hi after that, you know. So like, stop, be nice.
But-
also hi. What the heck?
But about the prick. Like, if you meet a guy first time, interact with him first time, okay, you default to being nice because why shouldn't you?
I love
But if you
Carson.
see
Like,
elite
I sound
convention,
like I
that's
really hate the
responsible
guy. 7K hours,
I'm
like,
attacking the guy because he's retarded.
like, come on, like, you get what I'm saying here. Like, second, hi,
If you do
I
retarded
did.
stuff, expect.
Are you gonna interrupt me one more time, buddy? You have some problems, buddy. I did the functionality on the new tanks by Rorston's request. So, Rorston's the Kato, right? So this Rorston is
Yes.
too lazy to do all of this work, like alone.
Yes.
How long does it
so.
take to change like all of the designs you showed? Like all of them could have been fixed today. Like we literally could have fixed them right now. Like, but we are not gonna waste our time fixing other people's designs, especially when they should be player designs and should be needing fixing anyways. You know what I'm saying? And did some aesthetic work alongside Quarry for the Dauntless. What aesthetic work? It's all the same like paint. It's all the same decos. What did
Dauntless
the
was the one
Dauntless
that
have,
was
by the
somewhat
way?
okay.
Just a couple of barrels and hull shaping. That's it. That's all it had, right? Did the Dauntless even have anything else other than that?
Not much, but at least the
We
shape
could
is
say like the
alright.
Dauntless was the highest quality because it was made by Quarry worked with it, I guess, right? And I think the Quarry made the what's it called? There's a good Onyx watch build that he made, and a good the Tremor, I think it was Deepwater God Tremor. I've acknowledged your criticism and I'm working on issues. And then, guess what? He deleted that tweet. He deleted that tweet. So I'm saying, reposting Carson's deleted message. Bro pretty much said he's a slave to Rorston, probably because he's too incompetent or lazy to do it himself. And that I should be a nice person, not gonna happen. Is that right, bros? Is that right what I said? Is that a nice thing what I said, chat? Key Carson
right
is a
thing.
7. What did you say? Well, I didn't hear you.
It's the right thing to say, not a nice
It's the
thing.
right thing to say.
Doesn't matter.
Like, I'm a Christian. I'm not gonna tell you the nice thing. I'm gonna tell you the good thing, the truth. I'm not gonna sit with my hands in my pockets while you perish. Alright? If you don't like this criticism, not my problem. I'm trying to help you. Alright? So keep in mind, why did he delete a message saying, oh, I'm gonna fix all of this? Like, why did he delete that? Alright, next comment. She replied, saying, well, as it turns out, it's a great way for you to respond to comments. Smile. Is it a great way for me to respond to comments? Keep in mind, Twitter didn't even notify me that he replied. Like, I randomly saw his comment. It was complete RNG that I saw his comment. Twitter just thinks he's a bot, which he's not a bot. He's a real person.
You sure?
No, I think this guy's an NPC 100%.
Come on, bro.
Like,
True.
Grok is smarter, at least the recently non-neutral Grok.
At least Grok doesn't have a pride issue.
Grok's a
like
search engine! Guys, what the heck,
Not
bros?
a search engine.
But keep in mind that comment. Well, as
Yeah.
it turns out, it's a great way for you to respond to comments. And then he responds, I don't understand why you're approaching this by calling me a slave for doing Kato work like everyone who has ever worked on the campaign has done. The community, chat. Where's the community? Is the campaign built by the community? What is 4 players the community? All the community designs got rejected, chat. Like that's what happened. No, we saw the community builds. And keep in mind
Yes.
what was his name? Sodakan's a sodomite. Like, that guy's design were rejected too. Like, the bias here is because Key Carson is a Rorsten moderator. So Rorsten puts more trust in him, you know what I'm saying? Favoritism.
Abuse.
Yeah, favoritism. But if it helps you sleep at night after getting deplatformed from OFDD for being an asinine piece of blank, then I don't mind. What does that mean, deplatformed from OFDD? I wasn't banned for OFDD. I left OFDD because of moderator hypocrisy, and that place was getting gay. Like, what, deplatformed from OFDD? What does he mean by that? Zombie, what does he mean by that?
Good
Non-kotol.
question. Like, if you wanted to say that get you off from Kotal, that doesn't
Well,
make
that
much
was
sense grammatically.
that was because of my quote-unquote harassment and anti-trans speech, which I would keep compared to, you know, being a slave, you know. And my reply was, I sleep very well at night knowing I don't stand for degeneracy like you do. Because, you know, Carson's an atheist. Carson's status on Discord is, you know, no comment. I would rather keep my anti-trans speech and harassment than work on a campaign ruined by poor quality. Magist era designs were better designs. You have 7k hours and can't make a tank. Key Clown, shake my head. Key Clown, is that, am I being nice, chat? Am I being too nice here, chat?
You're being Kevin.
Too nice,
man.
yes.
Too nice? Damn. Keep in mind, like, why am I so honest for being the bad guy, chat? Despite being the bad guy, I'm very willing to, you know, to talk, you know? No one could be a bigger clown than you for using your platform just to talk blank about people actually working on the campaign. Is that projecting, chat, by any chance?
Bruh, if you're actively breaking something, making it worse, that's sabotaging, not working on it!
If you ever gave a blank about the official campaign quality, you wouldn't let your religion get in the way of building for ashes. Wow. This guy, his religion is atheism. His religion is communism. Is that not getting in his way? In the way? No? It's
Got
not
no
getting in the way?
bro.
It seems to be doing so, judging by
He doesn't
quality.
have any way, bro.
Rorsten's religion is LGBTQ+. The plus is for children, by the way. Fun fact. That sure is getting in the way. The campaign builders are not above anybody else, and they do not deserve the respect of anybody, especially when they treat campaign designs like this. Keep in mind, the campaign builders are now like a cabal. Like the campaign is no longer being built by the community; it's built by the cabal. And look at what the cabal is doing. Look at what the designs of the cabal are doing, right? How come more than 4 people working on a tank and with bad quality? I asked the question, right? And then he never responded. I respond to myself the next day. And I'm like, bro cries about me not responding to his slop. And then he doesn't respond to me. Very shallow and pathetic. And then I posted his Warmex campaign. Right? He likes to take a stab at my past for working as a Kato. Let's see how he likes it when I show him his past. And he didn't like it, because then he blocked me. Then I make this tweet. Imagine complaining about somebody not responding to you, and then you block them for responding. Kevin haters are all big and mighty when they talk in their head to an imaginary Kevin, but fold like paper when they talk to the real Kevin. They do this because they hate God and I. Am I right about that one, chat? That's a victory, like they're getting blocked by a clown. Oh, that's a retard that won't see my tweets ever again. Like, in what part of that was I wrong? Like, I'm willing to admit if I was wrong anyway. Was it my grammar? Was it bad grammar? Bad grammar.
I mean, I need that.
You have free apartments in their heads. Bro, their apartments are so bad. Like, their head's full of blank. It's all I'm gonna say. For being the bad guy, how many curse words have I said today, chat?
Less
How
than
many?
me.
Have y'all counted them? Yeah, right. None.
There.
Meanwhile, Carson says I should be nice, but look at him. He's calling me all sorts of names, but he doesn't have any problems. Nah, he doesn't have to hold up to any standards like I do, you know. And he is a moderator for roasting. Like, I don't think anybody expected anything else from this. You know what I'm saying? Zombie, what's your opinion on this situation? Am I being too nice?
A bit, maybe. I will add some curse words in there. Some extra insults.
Like, look at this tweet, chat. He was being smug. He was like, remember what Armor and Ministries took away from you. And it's what the Cat the Frack replaced. That craft on the left is higher quality than what these guys are making.
Yep.
No?
True.
And
Is that
Cataphracts
back?
is still holding up.
That craft will still fight back.
Yeah.
These other crafts don't even fight at all. Lightning who?
At this point, it's lightning hookers.
I'm sure
Yes.
there's a better path than that.
Lightning
Somewhere.
homos.
And that also works.
Yeah, that does work by default, but what about the L? Losers? No?
Lesbian homos.
What the?
Am I wrong?
Damn, bro, he's speaking
something
the
more
facts.
creative, but something more creative.
What do you think, Ahmad?
Eh?
What do you think,
I
Ahmad?
think. I'm thinking. Yes.
Look at the
R word.
look at the silhouette test again, chat. Don't they all just look the same? So
Pretty
I would
much.
take it as layers, right? If your silhouette test fails, then your next layer would be the paint. Take a guess what the paint does. Yeah, right. They all look exactly the same anyway. So the second onion doesn't work. There's no third layer to this onion. You just failed those two and it's over for you. Both of the tanks look the same if they have those two like onions deleted, by the way. Deleted as in they lost that. Alright, so first row, it's literally all the same looking tank. Same layout, same everything, like even spoiler layout. Second layout is just deep water guard with spikes. Like, am I wrong on that one?
Nope.
Correct.
Look at the tiny wheels. Like, the wheels are small. It's just tiny, like, not tiny. How do I put this? What do you mean blob? It's just a bunch of spike spam. Of course,
Slop, bro.
third layer, not third layer, third row is box with spikes, you know, and that's box with spikes. Like, am I wrong on that one? Any contradictions on that one? And the fourth row is Misk.
And what's the last one?
Fourth row is Misk. I already said this guy.
Yeah, there's Cataphracts there. The actually somewhat decent tank destroyer that they got here, and they nerfed its shell,
That's
and then
Yeah.
its flare.
Sled.
Sled. Anything else we need to add?
Designs are promised to them 5,000 years ago.
These designs were promised to them 500 years ago. Do they even have lights? Lights at nighttime.
Wait, the design that you say that it doesn't suit, does it suit?
They don't even have lights at nighttime. Okay, I'm just gonna finish the video. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for coming. GG.
Love you guys.